Actually, I should probably
Yo, what's going on, people? So if it actually might not be that long of a stream, I don't know. Like if Valen has the dip, we might do a part 2 or something. But for the time being, it's your boy Soulfist, got Captain Valen, we got Six Pass up here. The topic of the stream, I'll just just going off. Is Momo trash or garbage?
Well,
we still waiting on Stony, but he'll pop in.
The fact that we bring up my best girl, Brad, like y'all disrespectful for this. Like why don't we just put some spotlight on Mina, Brad? Leave Momo alone.
Okay, but like, I mean, we can't put the spotlight on Mina because Mina just got a W. Momo has 0 W's.
No, you're right about that. Like, but wait, hold on. You know what? At the same time, Momo's W's ain't like the big highlighted W's, bro. When she put the tracker on that no move, bro, that's a W for her because that's what helped them find and where they was at. Like, that's a big W for her.
The best thing, we could go through them, but for me, the most I'll give Momo credit for was when she beat the chick with the high IQ. But I wasn't even like beating her, and like it was just.
But you're not bringing up the best point, bro. That's filler. We don't know if Hirokoshi wrote that or they just threw that in.
Oh damn, that was complete for like damn. She has no W's.
Like that was the thing is it was well executed too. That would have been I would have liked that because I didn't know how they were gonna beat them.
She has no W's. I forget because the thing with my hero, I watched the anime first, then I caught up to the manga, and I didn't go back to see what was different. So I just assumed everything because it was so fast paced. I assumed everything I was looking at was in the manga. So, but
and I look during the whole sports festival. I understand her whole character. She has a great work, but it's just herself that's holding her down. But bruh, she brought out a whole cannon and shot it at one of those drones. When she was going up against Tokoyami, she could have brought something in, maybe something to scare him into like intimidation.
The Tokoyami fight. Oh, I'm just gonna use, but dude, when that fight was over, I was over. I was like, bro, this character sucks. Like that's when she kind of started losing me. Cause I was like, yo, like she pulled out a shield, he started smacking her around a little bit, and the fight was like ring out, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Man. Like Momo got into Class A off recommendations, right? How?
That's one of her biggest wins right there. Like, I'm not talking shit, but the fact that she got in off recommendation is one of her biggest wins.
And I want to know how. Is it because of her quirk alone? Is it because of what she's capable of?
Oh, and we do know, like,
her family. I remember she comes from a powerful family, right?
Yeah, like their family has influence. So I don't know if I can. I don't know.
Like, cause like she definitely has the quirk to be in Class A, but like Momo is
as far as we can tell, I don't think she has like the capability to be like an upfront offensive hero like Bakugo or Deku. I think she might be a support hero.
No, but fuck that. She can make guns and shit,
bro. But no, that's what I'm saying. She has a good quirk, but she's holding herself back.
Like, if I had like the only downside to her quirk is that like what is it? It uses her sweat or something like that.
No, it uses her fat cells.
Her fat cells. So that's the only real downside to her. But for the most part, man, you can make hella weapons, bro.
Bro, and that's not really a downside because all she has to do is pack some food with her. That's the only thing she got to do.
Yeah.
But, I mean, and maybe she could make a great. Maybe
wait a minute, Six Pass. You're making this case for me better than I could.
Right?
No, you're right. Because look, because I'm saying Hirokoshi said he wants to do like a second series when they're like adults. Maybe she could be using guns, but rubber bullets.
She could listen, and I only say this because I play One's Justice a lot. And in that game, Momo isn't trash or garbage, right? She's making fucking shit come out of nowhere, whipping out hammers and swords and shit. I'm like, now why doesn't she do this?
Because then she'd just be 10-10.
Oh my god! Don't bring it. Don't stop. Don't. Oh my god! Oh, that's a son. No, don't compare her to 10-10, bro.
She's son in Momo right now. Have more W's than Momo.
The only W Tenten has is against herself.
No, she got that fan. Anybody who waves that fan more than even a half a time is a W.
Well, no, wait. Which fan? You mean Tamari?
No,
Tamari?
No, the Bancho fan.
Use the 5 elements.
The sacred, as a sacred.
The sage tools.
Yeah, and
but she never used that.
No. She used the Bancho fan. That's
No,
a
no,
fact.
no.
what?
Before she got the Sage Tool, she got a fan that let her manipulate the elements. But she said herself it zaps her chakra.
Yeah, but a normal person wouldn't be able to even wave it once. Like
Okay.
all of these tools are like insane.
Wait,
They're
did she-
like
Now,
for the Sage of Six Paths. These were his.
So
Now-
did we reach the consensus that Momo is like, as of right now, latent Tenten?
pretty much.
Tenten's my favorite, so like out of all the ladies, so I'm okay with that.
But here's the thing: I never thought about it. But like, with her quirk, she has an amazing quirk,
Mhm.
she's incredibly smart, and she seems, I don't know how true this is, but she seems incredibly athletic. So why is it she doesn't seem impressive at all? Like when you compare her to like even like Froppy or Gravity or Ashita or Jiro, compared to the other females in 1A, I'm like, Momo is not looking impressive at all.
I mean, let's think about it like this. She's very athletic. Like she ran like the whole race with Mineta on her back without her even knowing. So she's physically well there, but her spirit ain't that good. Like
Mineta's gonna be like
you-
85 pounds.
Hey, while you're running, hey. But then, as I'm saying, if you give one of us that quirk, we're probably making some noise. But she's not the type of person that would do that. She's more calculated and more, what should I say? Maybe more dignified than we are.
We incredibly intelligent.
Like she said that she had a whole book of things. Like she said she had to formulate a plan before going out and doing it. I'm pretty sure any of us, hey, we can materialize anything we start using it. She wants to make it in a way that she can bring out the full potential, which is she overthinks a lot, bruh. Like she overthinks too much.
Well, her problem her problem is also her greatest strength, if I'm being honest, and that's her versatility. The fact that she can pull anything out of anywhere on her body, pun intended, is not like it isn't something to be ignored. Like this is an absolutely huge advantage. At the same time, it gives her way too many options to think critically quickly.
Exactly.
Well, you know what? The fact that she can't think because she has so many options makes sense. But I think another problem is like, well, I mean, and this is the case in my hair with another, but she has, like you say, Sis Pax, if I had Momo's quirk, I'm popping out rocket launchers and shit. There is nothing to think about, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing to think, but I guess confidence in herself.
Like, bro, let's give him that example. Momo deep in her heart, she's a good person, bro. Cause let's see when what's her name? Kendo. When Kendo ran up on her, bro, what did she make? She made a shield. Bruh,
Bro,
if that was me, I'm making a giant wall with some spikes. She getting cut up on her.
Momo is trash because you ain't gonna make a shield. Kendo ran up with some big hands, but I would have made some spike boxing gloves or something. Let's get at it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly. She would have broken her hand if I put up a spike wall. Like, but Momo is not that type of person that would do that. She pulled out a whole cannon and made it look like she was about to shoot her. But I know she had another plan, bro. But if that's me, I'm shooting Kendo.
Can Momo make things even if she doesn't know how to make? No, she can't make things.
No, that's what she has that book on her back for.
Yeah, she has a book. Like,
but if she doesn't mechanically know,
the reverie just
she can't
started.
make it, right?
that's why she makes simple stuff. Like, she has to understand how it's made and how it's put together. But I mean,
read some gun books, bro. Make some Glocks, bro. Like, you know, like it's just.
If she can make a cannon, she can make a gun. It's the same principle, only smaller. Like,
Yeah, it's the same
very
principle.
real honesty. Like,
True. Oh, no, she made a whole damn bazooka. Well,
no, hold on. If she doesn't like making like guns and stuff, make a crossbow.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, no, that's not even.
crossbows were banned by the Pope in the 17th
Here's the
century.
thing.
They were one of the
I need
deadliest
to
weapons
realize
ever
that
created.
explanation doesn't work because if she doesn't know how things mechanically work and she can't make it, she made a whole damn bazooka that shot out a bag filled with shit.
Yeah,
Hey.
she's got some creativity on her side. Like, she can do some shit. Like, don't ever get.
That's what I'm. Can we talk about that? Like, I'm convinced. Here, Coach, doesn't want Momo to win. What reason does Momo have to lose that fight against Kendo?
Personal growth.
I guess he's saying
she's
that
gonna win. She lost, but she fused herself to a whole nother living person. That shit right there, that's gonna come back in a huge fucking way. Like,
bro,
huge fucking way.
like I get what I understand what he's saying. Like Kendo saying, "Oh, we may have won, but we lost in terms of spirit." But bro, that's trash. Come on, bro.
No, it feels like he wanted it to come down to where it's like, oh, there's a chance for 1-8. You know, he wanted to even out the odds, but the way he did that, like the Momo's team losing that fight made almost no sense because they basically had that in the bag. And then they just like, oh, 2 panels next. Oh, wait, no, they lost. And I was like, okay. So it was like, what? Because think about it, if Momo's team would have won, Katsuki had to win, and Deku was going to win. That would have already turned the tide because Shinzo's team won the first one, and that was Froppy's win. So that would have been 4 wins to 1 loss.
Yeah, like I guess that at the end of the day, I'm not gonna say that Hirokoshi doesn't like women doing their thing, because that's clearly not true.
No, he doesn't like Momo.
Yeah, like, but bro, I mean, there's some. I understand. Like, I've heard of people making characters they don't like, which is why they have a certain bias against them. But if you want to show how far they come, they have to at least show that they're capable of making a way for themselves. At least getting at least one, bro. 1W ain't 1W is not that hard to grab.
But see, that's another thing. It's too many situations. Like, okay, her battle with Tokiyami let me know he didn't like this damn character. When he paired her up with Todoroki, and then she fucked up capturing Aizo. I was like, okay, I'm gonna let her capture me. Basically, let me know he doesn't like this damn character. When she didn't beat Kendo, I was like, no, he doesn't like this damn character.
wait, hold on, time out. I just realized this. During the sports festival,
I will let her capture him. By the way, like, everybody's aware of that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Cool. I just realized this. She said that she couldn't beat Tokoyami because he was too fast. But then I just realized she knows how to make a cannon. All the mechanics, the gunpowder, and everything. But she can't make a flash grenade.
Well, listen, and that's another thing. Listen, it's her intelligence is somehow turning into her weakness because you ever heard of somebody that's so smart they're stupid? Like they can't think of like this simplest thing. He's a creature of darkness. Make some like shadow, like make a flash. You know what I mean? But even on top of that, if he's too quick, you just he's attacking me really fast. I want to sit here and block. How about, okay, blocking's not working. Let's try avoiding and countering.
And I'm pretty sure she knows. Wait, you gonna get ahead? I was just saying, she's not stupid, bro. I'm pretty sure she knows who she's going up against. Tokoyami is one of the physically weakest dudes in the class. She gets so close, she has him.
I mean, Tokoyami
is also one of the more versatile, though.
No, yeah, that's true. Well, Tokoyami is definitely probably physically weaker than her, but she's not strong in Dark Shadow, so that's real iffy.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, she's not strong in the Dark Shadow. But that's what I'm saying. Is like it's almost like she's so smart, she's stupid. Like, dude, she could have just ran up. She could have just ran up on Tokoyami with a goddamn like fucking bow staff.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
like it's just what's wrong with this character? Listen, if Momo's gonna, and here's the thing: Momo gets more moments than most of the females in this series, and she always fails. So the next time we see Momo, which won't be long, I guarantee you, she's gonna be the next female we see something from. If she fails again, I'm officially labeling this character as trash.
Like, there's only so many times I can see someone fail and like make a big stride, then fail, big strides, fail, until I can just say, I can't do it anymore, bro. Because I understand maybe showing how hard the road is for her, but somewhere or another, you got to show something.
Well, here's the thing. But I get that Momo's thing, because like these are kids, and they all have like the main problem of the series that all these kids have some kind of personality disorder in some way, right? Like you know, they're all socially awkward. And her main thing is Momo. She's shy, she's insecure, she has low self-esteem, et cetera, et cetera. That's going to affect her in battle. And you're showing her getting over this, but I don't feel like she's getting over this.
If anything, like, bro, let's say her technique is getting better and better. She's getting more options, but at the same time, with more options, that makes her more liable to lose. Because we're lucky this was a hero she went up against, bro. Like, if she went up for any of the 8 precepts from like Overhaul's crew, bro, they're killing her.
Yeah. What do you think, Val? I see you got something on your mind.
Honestly, like I said, her weakness and her strength are the same thing. It's the versatility. The fact that sometimes she can't think to do the right thing and slows her down a little bit. But I think against the 8 precepts, if she'd have had the chance, she would have started to learn to do shit on instinct, because that's the only way she would have survived, to be fair. So she would have done what she needed to do without thinking as much, and realized that her powers, as cerebral as they are and as analytical as they need to be, can also be done like in this spur of the moment, fucking Deku like manner. You know what I mean? But she didn't get that chance yet, and she really hasn't. Like the big fight she got was this one, and she was so focused on some other shit rather than just showing out that she didn't really push herself. She did what she needed to for the win, and that's her. Well, I don't think
that's another thing. You feel like it gets to? I understand she's like a Shikamaru-esque type character, but do you think it's getting to the point where it's too much emphasis on her thinking and not enough on her fighting?
Actually, I was gonna say it like this: instead of her giving her a chapter or a panel showing, looking down at the ground, talking about how she needs to be doing better, show a panel of her walking up to Ochiko and ask her to show her how to fight.
Dude,
I like that.
There's gonna be a flashback. Oh shit!
Just overall, I feel like Momo knows how to fight, though. I mean, maybe not like, you know what I mean. What I'm saying is she should be obviously able to defend herself. But my whole point to that is like when she came to her and Kendo. And Kendall I understand Kendall hits harder than Momo because she can extend the size of her hands and stuff. But when it came to her, and she pulled out that cannon, I was like, all right, Momo's here for the good shit. And then she didn't even try to shoot her. I'm like, you're not even trying to have her fight back. Like, you're not even trying.
Hey, I don't want to be that dude, but I did just get the
yeah.
Like I said, so as always, I appreciate being here. Momo. If anybody's gonna call her trash, you got to understand that one man's trash is another man's treasure. I said it for Dustin. I'll say it for Six Pads. Momo ain't trash. She just need to come out of the garbage a little bit. And like,
she's recyclables at best.
Yeah, exactly. She's a nice water bottle. You see, you're like, oh, that's good. That's good. I got a few more drinks out of this shit before it starts tasting like plastic. So yeah, that's fine. But yeah, up until she gets to the point where she can really have faith in herself on an instinctual level, her powers are always going to hold her back because of how great her powers are, which is a really fun dynamic for her.
She has an amazing quirk too. But Val, man, I appreciate you for coming through.
A great insight as always.
Yeah,
I finally got finished like situating myself, and you just leave.
Yeah, I know. I can see you finishing the roll up right there, but I gotta do what I can, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Shit, man. We'll get with you next time, bro. Take it easy, Val.
I appreciate it.
Every day.
I see you. Whew.
Give females a character arc like Nami and Rodman, for fuck's sakes. Let Ochiko fight a decent villain or something. Hey, I feel you.
You know what? I was saying that I had a theory that, like, if we could take it back to the overhaul arc, when they were running up against the 8 precepts, Mirio ran into that dude that can make people dizzy, and I'm thinking, yeah, this is a pretty good villain for Ochiko, because if we already know what her quirk does, it makes her sick and dizzy when she uses it. So that means she's gonna have to fight this dude, and she already makes her more dizzy. And this dude, his quirk isn't really affecting her much, and that means he's got to use quirk erasing bullets. Now Ochiko already knows about these bullets because she was in the meeting. That means she's panicking, thinking, if I get hit once, nicked, I'm losing everything I worked for. And that means she has to face it. Being a hero means I have to face it knowing that I might lose everything I have. That'd be a pretty good character build for Ochiko.
Yeah, no, but Ochiko isn't lacking on the only Ochiko's lacking is like serious fights.
Like
that's really good.
Like it's good. It was good to see. I was so relieved when I saw her haul off Momo, bruh. Like I thought for a second, did he take her out? Like I was so happy because it finally means that her gunhead martial arts are actually paying off.
It is paying off, but that's another thing. I'm not sure how I feel about this latest chapter because while it's true, Ochiko took down Monoma and 2 other ones. It seemed basically effortless. And what I mean is like that's still not giving Ochiko a fight. That's just having her one-shot people. You see what I'm saying? Like
yeah, like I want to see, bro. I want to see like her full grapple, like her moving Monoma's arm, shifting her weight and all that stuff to see how she can flip him over and tackle him. Like I want to see that, bro. Like I don't want to see the end result because that basically says that we know she's good, but bro, she learned a whole martial art, bro. It's not just like something you learn a move and that's it. She has to be able to accommodate the people she's going up against.
Well, hold on. I'm about to hit up the Discord to see anybody else want to jump in, but no, keep going, bro.
I mean, as far as let me see if I can pull it out of my bag. Like, as far as Ochiko goes, like, I'm really proud of how far she came, because if we look back at the whole sports festival arc, she was trying to figure out, like, who do I do this for? And whenever you do this for someone that's not you, I know that I understand, like, the whole power, friendship, family, all that. It's pretty hard to do it, because if you're not doing it for you, can you truly go out your best? And I know people always say that, oh yeah, if I do for my friends, 100%. I don't know if that's always so true, because if that means that coming at the cost of your whole happiness, you really slow yourself down.
That's very Japanese, the whole power of friendship thingy. I mean, to a certain extent, or at least it's very big over there. But I get what you're saying. My whole thing that I liked about Ochiko the most was the fact that her motivation is that I just wanted to make some more money.
Yeah, hey, this I look, I don't blame her. Like, if you
that's look,
I mean, if it's an open market to do so, how can I blame her? Like,
yeah, that's real. That's she's like, I'm nice enough to be willing to save people, but at the same time, I still want to make some money. So I mean,
she was trying to be a hero at her home and out in public, right? Like, so I don't blame her at all.
But no, but no, hold on, enough about Ochiko. We talking about Momo right now, man.
Oh, yeah, right.
Like, somebody said in the chat that Momo could easily kill people. I mean, like, I understand that for definitely for a fact, but it's just the fact that I don't think Momo has the nerve to even do something like that. Like,
all I know is this: rubber bullets sting hard, bruh. Like,
rubber bullets sting hard.
Yeah, like, she can, if she pulls that out and shoots somebody in the leg with a rubber bullet, I don't care who you are, you're gonna definitely feel that. Like, she can definitely be very useful, bruh. Like, if she wants to make smoke, she can throw grenades, keep people off their pivot while like take them out. Like,
well, like we said, her versatility isn't coming to question. I guess it's just her putting that into action. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I always said, like, her spirit isn't one that she can, like, really put it to people and really take them out. Like, I guess that's why I said she might be a support here, because she needs someone to give them that finishing blow. She might create the opportunity, but I don't think she's making it herself.
Well, it's just, I don't know how to say this. She just needs more action. Like, and what I mean, she needs to be more decisive. Like, it's or just more effective. Like, okay, go through every instance. Like, what was the first, like, battle Momo had? Was it against Tokoyami?
The first what?
Like, battle Momo had. Was it against Tokoyami?
I think it was against the villains in the USJ arc. Like, she definitely was fighting in that arc. Like,
but when the villains invaded.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Outside of let me see, because Deku was with Sue. Tokoyami was with Shoji. No, what's his name?
He was with Koda.
He was with Koda?
Yeah.
Everybody. I'm trying to see, what was Momo? Who was she with?
Momo was with Jiro and what's his name? What's the lightning dude's name?
Yeah, Kaminari.
Yeah, Kaminari, and they were fighting together, and Momo was doing pretty fine because it's
the one who took those guys out. Now that I remember.
Yeah, like, she took out a couple dudes herself, and that's a weird thing because she was doing fine against strangers that were actually trying to kill her, but she freezes up when she goes against someone she knows probably won't try and hurt her that badly. So that's weird. That's
interesting. Now that you mentioned it, because she took a few moves out herself. But let's see. After that, it was her battle with Tokoyami that she just got owned in, right?
Like, we didn't have any inclination that she had, like, these problems until, like, maybe.
No, the Todoroki was when she teamed up with Todoroki. That's when this shit started. And the thing about it is, like, even with that, I thought the point of that fight was her to get over that.
Yeah, like, I thought that was her moment, but like, they're still harping on it.
It seemed like it's still going on, and even to that extent, like that fight with Todoroki, like I said, at the end of it all, she still fucked up.
Yeah, like, her getting the wrong thing, like her grabbing the wrong latch, and that man Eraserhead slowing down for a second. That that really was her moment to shine, and it was a really good plan, but
she still fucked up. And she still fucked it up. That's the problem. That's what I'm talking about.
And that's fine. Like maybe it's maybe say that this. I know he's trying to make characters that can actually like no stuff like self-confidence can be fixed in one thing and just one sweep. But to say that it happens again and again and again, like that's the one thing we can say is consistent with her. Like she keeps on messing up because of herself. I don't know.
Yeah, she's messing up because of herself. That's the fucked up part.
like we get she has a problem, but you keep on harping on it like that's her main thing.
I was just thinking about this, man, because out of all these, does she have one? I mean, I guess you could say when she was with Kaminari and Jiro.
Yeah.
I give her that one. She did well there. The other one we mentioned was filler. I didn't know that. The chick with the high IQ quirk or whatever. I thought that was really well done.
Yeah, and that's the thing on My Hero.
Yeah. Even if it wasn't, but then I think the My Hero is better than anime is better than the manga anyway. Even though that wasn't a battle, it was very well done because it was showing. Well, okay, well, Momo is like, even though I think it's kind of ridiculous, she can outsmart somebody with an intelligence quirk. Now that I really think about that, like,
yeah, like, yeah. I mean, she put out something that she pulled out. She went out of left field. Like she said that. This is someone that's way calculated, smarter than me, and has actually time to plan. So she said, "I'll pull something out of whack that they can't calculate this." Which I love that. I really did. Like that was something that no one could have calculated.
Yeah. I mean, if the girl quirk was that, if she was that intelligent, she'll be able to calculate it though. You know,
like at least I didn't know. I mean. If she's that smart, I don't think she knew someone was about to pull like a giant speaker. Like I wouldn't think about that, but I can see where you're coming from.
Someone said Momo needs an entire character arc to focus on her. How do you feel?
I mean, she can. I don't think she needs a whole one to herself. She can definitely tag along. Well, she needs, like I definitely agree. She needs like a dedicated chapter to herself.
One chapter or a whole arc though?
Like no, one. I think she needs like a good chapter to herself. Like say she's fighting a villain. That's really messing with her.
Like Kirishima got or Deku. Yeah, just one good. Well, a lot of these chicks, I still say Ochoko still needs to fight Toga. I don't. That needs to literally happen. I don't know why that won't happen, but that needs to happen.
I mean,
but then again, the same. Froppy needs a good fight against a villain because even though we've seen a good Froppy do good, not against villains, we haven't seen none of the female characters have fought villains.
I mean, they're literally showing the dichotomy between Ochiko learns gun-hand martial arts. This chick Toga is literally flipping around, taking out pro heroes. Like they're growing at different rates, and you can see it. Like I think they're definitely setting up a fight.
Bro, Toga is a monster. People don't understand how dangerous Toga is, bro. Toga low dip. So yes, I'm gonna keep saying low dip because that was low dip. Well, he wrapped her in the blanket while inside. She turned around and flipped over her shoulder and stabbed him. Low dip.
But you gotta realize there's not even that, bro. Aizawa specializes in one-on-one. She beat this man at his specialty.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's insane.
And that's another thing. Aizawa, if his bandages don't work on Toga, his quirk is useless because Toga's quirk doesn't help her fight. So it became it went. So Toga with low dip. I'm thinking about it. I see something different. She low dipped on what's his name? Lockjaw.
Lockrock.
Yeah, low dipped that nigga.
Like, bro, like they said that I wasn't much use and I was taken out by a little girl, bruh. If that was me, I probably would just quit being a hero because. How does that happen?
Toga made a fool of Deku during the games.
like if that was really her quirk capacity, that this man Deku couldn't even tell where she was going, like that.
That wasn't her quirk. That was like a martial arts technique.
No. I'm talking about like her disappearing and her melding into the background. That was like some technique. What was that?
Yeah, no, because Toga's quirk, like Toga's a vampire. Her quirk is like she drinks blood and she could change what she looks like, essentially.
Oh.
So she has a quirk similar to Stain. She digests blood and she gets an ability. Like Stain digests blood and you can't move. If she digests your blood, she could turn into you. That thing she did with Deku, she said she learned that. And essentially what she said she did was if she holds her breath and if she clears her mind and doesn't think about anything, that her presence erase and it's hard to sense her movements. So it's kind of like a breeding technique, I guess you would say. It's not a quirk ability, which also brings me. They're like non-quirk abilities in My Hero. Like I guess like it's an assassination technique, I guess you would say.
Like so that's insane. Because I don't know about you, people underestimate how hard it is to clear your mind during an actual fight against someone. And she's doing this so many times, Deku has to focus hard to find out where she is.
Yeah.
Like, that's actually insane.
That Eraserhead fight. It wasn't a fight, it was a low diff.
Like, if anything, he helped her defeat him.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
he brought her close to get his ass whooped. He brought her.
Like, what? And she I don't even think it's a low diff. She just stabbed him once. That's a one shot. Yeah. Like, that actually.
Well, she stabbed him once and then ran off, if I remember correctly.
She ran off?
But she ran off. It's not the first time she's done it because she was fighting Sue and the Rock at the same time. And then she was going to keep fighting them, but then more people showed up and then she ran off. So Toga is smart enough to realize when she doesn't want to get jumped.
Hey, like, bro, even people like her got limits. Like, I'm actually really glad to see that the female characters are actually evolving. Like, it's not like this blatant giant thing, like realization that has to have like a full page to show you what it is. She's like,
wait, give me 1 second. Yo, shout out to the homie David Biddington. Yo, my dude. If you have an app called Google Hangouts, download it and I'll get you in here. Go on. What were you saying?
It's great to see like the females, they might not be getting a full page like to show what they can do, but those panels do count. They do add up. Like, they're not stagnant. That's why I can give Hirokoshi.
No, they're not stagnant. It's just I would love to see them go toe to toe with a real supervillain. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's great. It'll be great to see. I just hope we don't have to see it I hope we don't have to wait until she becomes a full hero.
I don't fucks with my hero. I leave my like as well. Appreciate the love, Sasuke, bro. Appreciate the love, but because I don't know, man. It's hold on. I'm trying to get a homie of mine here to hear what he has to say real quick. I don't mean to stagnate the stream because I was enjoying. What was you just saying? Repeat that.
Oh, what'd you say?
Pete, what you just said real quick?
I was saying I'm glad that the females. I don't want Ochoko to become a full pro hero to fight Toga. I want her to fight her while she's still in the school.
They could have a match now and a rematch later. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what? That'd be a pretty cool little dichotomy. Like their arch nemesis, bro. Like I'd be okay with Toga being that.
Definitely, man. They can have a match now and have a match later. Like what I'm saying is, it just I feel like that needs to skip it up, just for the sole fact that like they both got that obsession over Deku. I mean, you could say Joker's not obsessed over Deku.
I mean, if we're going by like a consistency, Ochiko did take her out first and pretty easily in the forest arc and the training camp arc. So I guess
my only thing was I wondered how serious Toga was right then and there.
She wasn't. She wasn't at all.
Because if you notice, Toga, she's insane. But I've noticed every time she's actually trying to fight, she goes from laughing to having that blank expression on her face.
She's more unleashed than actually insane, bro. Because when she's talking, she doesn't act like she's more unhinged than insane. Because plain old insane, I can't mess around with you.
No, what I mean, she's a psychopath. She's violently insane. She wants.
I agree. I agree with that one.
Like she's this way because of her quirk. It's not necessarily her fault. I pretty much heard she's only this nuts because of her quirk. But if your quirk literally involves you drinking people's blood and then turning into them, you'll be nuts. Toga's like, now I want to wear your skin and I want to feel you.
And you know, I believe some quirks have an effect on users because let's say, look, I mean, if this was the case, Toga would never become a person because if her quirk didn't urge her to use it like a craving does, she probably wouldn't use it if she knows what it does. Like that, I mean, that's at least what I would do because it has to be urging her to use it like a food craving.
So you're saying like she can't help it?
Like I'm saying, I'm probably saying she can't help it. Like some quirks will urge the user to actually put them to use.
Well, give me 1 second, Six Player, man. Shout out to the homie Florian for popping through. What's going on, Florian?
It was good. It was
good. Main question, man. Let's get the topic of the stream out the way first. Is Momo trash or garbage?
Yo, I can't believe the Momo disrespect is so real right here.
I'm saying,
yo, what is, yo, like Momo? Like, all right, in terms of like straight up combat, like Momo isn't like made for that straight up combat, like type of quirk. She doesn't have that. So what she makes up with is utility. Like every time that they need something, she's there. Like when they had to have the face mask in the forest and like the disguises. Like Momo is good for support. She's not that Deku Todoroki. I'm gonna just punch down some villains.
But I mean, I agree with that. But her quirk is good enough to be like Deku Todoroki, Bakugo, Ida, etc.
Agreed.
What
wait a minute, guys. Shout out to the homie David Bennington for sliding through. What's going on, man? Main question: is Momo trash or garbage?
All right, hold on.
Yeah, is Momo trash or garbage?
yeah, for real. Exactly.
No. Well, look, here's the thing. I think they're underutilizing her capabilities because my understanding is her capabilities are essentially like gravity manipulation, correct?
No, that's
not Momo, the girl who can create whatever the fuck she wants.
Oh, her?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, she's mad trash for somebody who can create what like your power is literally her power is literally Inception, bro. She's the third level in Inception, bro. Like she can do whatever she wants. Just
but doesn't. That she has no victories. We was going about. She's very smart. She's very smart. Very athletic.
There's a thing about
no victory. But that's bad.
She has to actually learn how every shit is made. She can't just I can make it whatever at any time. She needs to know all that chemical compound, what makes of it. It's hard, and she's young.
But hold on, wait a minute. But she made a bazooka that shot out a nylon bag tied with rope that had night vision goggles in it, among other things. So that doesn't mechanically exist in any world.
Well,
all right.
Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is she has the capabilities of being somebody who's like Aida or Todoroki. She has the capabilities of
she's a decker.
She has the capabilities of being Todoroki, Aida, Midoriya, Bakugo.
Yeah.
She has those capabilities. So for her to not have that type of damage output, and you telling her power is literally scientific imagination, yeah, she's mad weak, bro.
Yeah, what you think?
On top of that, you got to look. She's incredibly athletic, incredibly intelligent, and she was recommended to the top class in the school.
Yeah.
So why did she have no W's?
Right.
Well, how many L's did she have first? Just one?
Every she was in is an L.
Two? I think she only had 2 L's.
No, she has an L against Tokuyami. She has an L in the whole situation with Aizawa. She has an L against Kendo. There's more.
I'll combat that. I'll combat the L against Aizawa saying that that's her teacher, and just out of school experience, she
No, I say she caught the L because even though at the end of it all, she did what she needed to do, she fucked up the execution. And Aizawa let himself get caught.
No, Aizawa was playing it safe. She said I didn't know. It was just his decision, his wrong decision. That was his fault.
No, that's what he told her to not shatter her self-esteem.
Nah, there's no evidence to say that. You're just guessing.
Oh wow! That was what? You kidding me?
No, if that's what he said,
let's go along with that. Even if that's the case, even if Aizawa slipped up, and that was a good, she'll die.
Yeah, but this is there was against the teachers. That's expected, but they won. At the end of the day, that's a dub.
Wait.
At the end of the day, no. In fact, Momo was more useful than Todoroki that round.
Man, Todoroki got low div too, but this ain't the Todoroki screen. He got W's on top of his L's. Momo got all L's.
No, I count that as a W.
Dude, she literally missed up.
She's
Can you count it? Can you count it as a W if it doesn't solely belong to her? That belongs to her group. That's not just her.
No. It belongs. Look. That belonged to her and Todoroki. That belonged to Aizawa messing up. Whatever. Because here's the thing: when it came to something as simple as flipping a switch, she fucked up the execution. That's right.
No, I'm giving that a dub. That's a dub because it's like doing a group project and you doing most of the work.
Right, but it's also like doing a group project, but you fail, but the teacher let you pass.
No, I still don't agree with that because
even if you say Aizawa, this pro hero, messed up, and that was enough to completely capture him. Let's say that too. She still herself messed up before he messed up. And she even got to that. Which means she fucked up. And the only reason why she didn't lose is because her opponent fucked up.
Listen, I just think that, honestly, I think the problem is that a lot of females, not only in My Hero Academia, but in anime in general, are underutilized. And by doing so, you think that they're weak and useless when in fact they are quite powerful.
Oh, nah, I'm good.
You know, like for example, like one of the greatest examples of that for me is actually Sakura Haruna from Naruto. People think that she's useless when she literally has the Bakugo seal. She can literally. I put it like this: people think that she's useless. People think that she's useless because she's weaker than Naruto and Sasuke. Here's my answer to that question: can the rest of the Konoha 12 jump Sakura and win?
No.
Yes.
No. But
you don't think Rock Lee giving Sakura the hands?
No, I'm saying Rock Lee can give Rock Lee can give Sakura the hands. Can he kill her? No.
I mean, if it really came to Rock Lee Sakura,
no,
I would
Sakura
say
literally has the Bakugo seal. It's literally I would say Wolverine regeneration. That's literally her power.
That's what I'm saying. If it came to sheer technique, I think Rock Lee can outbox her. But when it comes to the victory, Sakura can consistently heal herself, and if she hits Rock Lee once, he's losing a body part. So
he loses his life. My man doesn't move anymore.
No. All right, Shikamaru. No, wait. If we're doing like team Shikamaru, Ina Shikasho is all they need to win.
No, hold on. No, that's not true.
You don't think Ina Shikasho will beat Sakura?
No,
3-on-1.
No, I'll tell you why. I'll give you the exact same reason why. If you're going to say the words, Shikamaru's just going to hold her down, she has broken out seals before.
Not only that, no, hold on.
But that you have to think of Ino.
Wait a minute. Hear me out. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. I don't want to derail the team stream too long, but I would just say like Sakura fought 100 puppets at once with swords and poison, so that's she can dodge. Let's be real for a second.
Right, let's be real.
But this is the master tactician, though.
That has nothing to do with what I'm saying. Is she can avoid? It doesn't matter how far she can avoid. Like the premise of her training, Tsunade said, your whole function is learning how to not get hit by something, so you can keep healing your team. That's the basis of Sakura's fighting style. That's literally what Tsunade taught her how to do. So avoiding is a specialty. It's going to be almost impossible to jump Sakura.
This is Shikamaru we're talking about. This is not his brain.
These are the shadows that Tamari could dodge, and she does not move as quick as Sakura. So this is what I'm saying. So let's be real for it. But I don't want to derail the stream for too long because that's going way off topic.
Sure.
Back to the point of how these female characters, these male characters, not only do we get to see a showcase of their abilities, but we get to see them in like brutal combat situations. So they seem more powerful. And I do think we do see these female characters as weaker because we're not actually seeing them get to the point where they get beaten and have to fight back. Because if they either put a situation where they win or they lose outright, you know what I mean? There's no back and forth. So it's kind of hard to really assess, well, how good are they? Like, how, you know what I mean?
All right, but all right, back to the Momo case, right? I feel like we're just gonna I'm seeing this pattern with Horikoshi's writing that he's actually giving characters that limelight when they need it, and I think it's gonna come for Momo soon. I don't know, actually, not soon.
If you compare Momo to Ashido, if you compare her to Sue, if you compare her to Akito, if you compare her to Jiro, she's been overall more moments to each of them individually.
Wait, Jiro is that's the guy with the tail.
No, Jiro's Shido is the acid girl, or Choco, you know. So like, if you compare her to the other females, you see her more than you see them.
All right, so wait, you don't count the dub at the UA the first season when they got attacked by the villains?
No, because that was a help out situation.
Well, no, but
I mean, she was beating niggas down though.
Yeah, she was, but no. I mean, that's the one thing me and Six Pack talking about that earlier. That's one inconsistency because she seemed like her whole thing is she has this she's incredibly intelligent, incredibly capable, but she has this shyness about her or this lack of self-esteem that hinders her. But in that situation, she handled herself perfectly well, and she's never behaved like that ever again.
Like, all right, maybe all right, but we have to see each of the instances where Momo has been in to see, like, all right, against Aizawa. Like that's a hard instance. Like who's coming out of that? Like
no, Eraserhead is dope. I'm not saying Eraserhead's weak. I'm just saying at the end of it all, but she had a good plan. She had that resolve. She fucked up the execution by failing to flip a switch. Disappointing.
But she still came away with the dub.
Sophis.
Yeah.
So are you insinuating that you are disappointed or that she lost?
Clearly, she won.
Right.
But in her performance, I am disappointed.
Oh, okay. Got you. Listen, no, that's a valid argument to have. Like, yo.
Yeah, that's your opinion. You can't say, I can't really say anything about that, but I'm still giving that to Momo. In fact, like, out of all the...
Dude, you just feel the need to give something to Momo because we've been beating the shit out of Momo all night. We're beating the shit out of Momo all day.
This is me beating the shit out of Momo because she's one. I like her character. I play with her a lot in One's Justice. I think she has a cool quirk. Where's her dub? She got her ass handled by Tokiyami.
Tokiyami is no bitch though.
It's not a bitch either.
No. I think Tokiyami's just she's not outwardly more aggressive than most of her opponents that we're comparing her to. She's not outwardly as aggressive as Tenya Aida or Shoto Todoroki or even Midoriya.
I can concede that.
Like that outward that aggressive streak she doesn't have.
Well, you know what? That's true because the second she fought Tokiyami, her first option was to make a shield. I'm like, with your quirk, you're making shields. You need to be fucking like doing what you do in the video games and whipping out bow staffs and swords and axes and shit and be chucking them. And that's what the fuck.
No, she's just not. She doesn't attack first. So if she doesn't, she's not outwardly aggressive. So due to her,
that's what we were saying earlier before when Valen and Six Pack was here, we brought up this argument that her intelligence is actually her weakness because she thinks too much.
I disagree. No, it's not her. It's not her intellect that's a problem. It's her intellect to her execution capabilities that are off. Like she uses her intellect. She uses her intellect, and then she is trapped in her intellect, and she fails to execute. That's what happens. She's so busy making plans that she fails to execute the plan.
Yo, that's a little disrespectful, but all right.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful at all. I'm just saying that to me, from my understanding, is really what messes her up. Is that she has all the plans, but you tell her to do that thing, she fails to do that thing. But she has the plans up here, so conceptually, she understands what to do,
and she knows that if she did it would work.
Yeah.
But
if I did it,
a lot about
when she actually tries to do it against Aizawa, she fucked up the process of doing it. But you know, on top of everything, let's talk about this fight she had with Kendo.
All right, but like
Kendo smacked her around.
But Kendo is more adept to hand-to-hand combat.
She could make guns and shit.
No pun intended. But like they're not trying to kill each other though. This is a training exercise.
Yo, guys, hold on for a moment.
No, you good, my dude. Rubber bullets.
Yo, guys, hold on for a moment.
Oh, you can't. Hello?
No, he's gonna come back. He got a phone call.
Okay. Well, anyways,
rubber bullets. Dude, and here's the thing: when I say she can make guns, clearly the ammunition of the gun doesn't matter. She shot out a bag.
True.
But so shoot people. Here's the thing: it's a lack of creativity. She's intelligent, but she's not creative. If you can make anything and your ammunition doesn't matter, as long as you know how it works, make guns and shoot out goo that sticks people to the fucking ground or something.
I mean, I think she did that in the movie.
Come on, Florian. Huh?
She did that in the movie, the glue, but she did it with a cannon.
Oh, she did, and that's what I'm saying. That's probably why I thought about that because she did do that in the movie. But I'm saying it's like in the movie, the not canon movie. Let's talk.
No, it was a canon movie. Of course, she said it was canon. Yeah,
it was canon. Okay,
yeah.
So that's a win. That's a win. We can officially give that win. That's one definitive win for Momo.
No, that's two if you count it.
What's the other one? What's the other one? That's the debatable one.
No, that's a dub. She was more useful than what's it called? Todoroki. That's all I need to know. Todoroki got like fodderized by Aizawa. Like, hold on. All right.
Yeah, I was just looking at the comment.
Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, no, you good. I was just reading the comments. Somebody said she's like Orihime for Bleach, had one of the most broken abilities in the series that basically made you a pseudo god, but was still somehow useless.
Yo,
Orihime, and I hate defending Bleach, but Orihime was actually one of the better parts about Bleach because of her healing capabilities. The fact that she was essentially turning back time,
that was one of the purpose abilities in the series. That is what Orihime would do something. Someone said, for now, I can agree. As long as Momo was creative and imaginative, then the sky would be the limit. That's true with her ability. Like we just discussed. She can make guns, but the ammunition doesn't need to be bullets. She can shoot out bags. She can shoot out sticky goo. She can shoot out whatever. So as long as she can get creative, you know what I mean? Like if she can get creative enough, you can make something. Because here's the thing: her power is to create. She can create something to perform a function. And it's made out of material, is what I'm assuming, from basement, because she can make guns that don't shoot bullets. So as long as she's creative enough, she needs to be creative. She needs to stop thinking so much more creative and get more aggressive. Until then, she's catching L's, man, all the time. And I mean, debatable L's, I guess. I thought everyone that was in Deku, Bakugo, Todoroki, or Ito was trash. Well, that's not true.
Wait, what'd they say?
Everybody who's not basically the main five, Deku, Todoroki, Bakugo, Ida, Kirishima, he said everybody who's not them.
Tokoyami. What?
I was like, nah, that's not completely true.
So we're not going to give, or if he only means the students, then I was going to say Endeavor and stuff, but let me think. That one guy, I forgot his name.
Yeah, Momo technically beat Kendall, and that's the disappointing thing. It was like, I was like, all right, well, she technically won. Not a definitive, oh yeah, Momo wins. It was like, and I get that was a plot reason. It was to even out the scores between 1A and 1B. But what was the point of having Momo like kind of win, but didn't like officially win because there's still a loss? What the hell?
I just when Momo gets her shine, I'm gonna be back.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you be the first one I have in here. We're gonna call it the is Momo still trash stream.
Yeah,
it's just because we can all agree. Here's the thing, Florian. I don't think anybody dislikes Momo.
Nah, it's not. Momo's not my favorite character, but I just think she just needs that one definitive, win.
Where's the
oh shit?
I don't know. Whoever used it, I don't know what they did with it. Got a copy right there.
She's not my favorite, no, but she's likable. I don't think anybody looks at her character and like, man, I hate this character. You want her to do better, but she's just like so disappointing. At least to me, I'm disappointed.
I don't drink.
Wait, so which character that you found like a female character that wasn't disappointing?
Who's not disappointing? Ashido, Amina hasn't seemed very disappointing at all.
Yo, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
What the fuck?
Choco's been disappointing me a lot. Jiro, earphone jack hasn't been disappointing. She's been pretty dope actually every time we've Sue Froppy's been dope every time we've seen her for the most part. Yeah. So that's not all of them are disappointing. They don't have as many moments as say a Momo or a Choco. So maybe they could start disappointing. Who knows? Is there? I mean, but no, even you compare it to like even the male cast, the ones that aren't as important, like Ojiro, that's the guy with the tail.
Yeah.
Like he's not important at all, but every time we see him, he seems very capable.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm just saying, we haven't just seen the shine yet. And I feel like it's coming for all the students.
Yeah. It's just there are clearly some that are way better than others, and Momo is for her to be one of the recommended students. I was just like, for her to be, they comment on how athletic she is, they comment on how intelligent she is, and these things are all true. For her execution overall isn't that impressive. I mean, to me, honestly, has Momo been impressive to you?
Nah, I'm not. When it comes to like just flat out like combat wise, no. But in utility, yeah, I'll say like just for the support, what she does on the side, like the little things. That's more impressive.
I get the big picture, like how helpful she is to others, but my dude, like, what if you by yourself? What was like 1-on-1?
You're right. I can't really think of it because right now we haven't seen anything from her.
Yeah, that's my whole like 1-on-1. What you gonna do?
She needs that what's it called? Like gunhead karate martial arts. But
even I think she's trained to some extent, but even with that being said, it's not even the learning how to fight ain't about to help her. What she needs is aggression.
True. I say it's still gonna come, but the moment of disrespect, it can't happen.
And I go back to the fight with Tokiyami. The first thing she made was a shield. We know how creative her inventions can get. And they don't even have to be practically. They don't even have to practically make sense. She can make things that don't really even make sense. The first thing you made was a shield. You could have made out like you said, like a fucking cannon that launched grenade. I mean, like fucking flashbangs.
All right. So for that, remember how we were talking about how Momo is she thinks too much?
Yeah.
So her plan at the time, it could have worked if it's just for like, plot purposes that she lost because she got a ring out. She was going to attack right after. It's just like, oh damn, she messed up because she didn't realize how fast it was how fast she was leaving the ring. So if she could have had a chance to attack, I bet she would have. She would have had stand a bigger chance against Tokiyami.
You think Bakugo wouldn't know how close he is to getting ring out?
Well, Bakugo is obsessed with winning, though.
You think Ida wouldn't be aware of how close he is to getting the ring out? My thing is, she got hit, or not hit. She got blocked, but like she closed her eyes. And there's one thing I remember, if I want to, not the branch, but just the branch real quick. I remember when Tsunade was training Sakura and she was dodging. And at one point, Sakura closed her eyes. And Tsunade ran up and punched her. She said, "What the hell did you close your eyes for? You can't see." And I'm thinking, like, what the hell is Momo doing? She closed her eyes. Like, and then he's smacking you around, and then like, it just, I don't know.
But all right. Chill. All right, let me gather my thoughts real quick. To say that a character is trash is huge because it's about what I'm seeing right now is that the whole purpose of My Hero is about character development.
Right.
But you can't have character development if your character is already, this all end all be all perfect student.
Right. I disagree.
Oh, wait, hold on. But in Momo's case, her development here, of course, she assigned to her was self-esteem. So for her, she can't be that good at the start. But the thing is, Momo is that good. She just can't execute that good.
And then we're gonna see that like everybody in the class has a flaw about them that they have to develop. You can't develop someone who's perfect.
Right. With her main flaw being esteem. And her to be fully capable and intelligent, how long can you not have esteem to the point where you start to get it like very disappointing as a character?
I say at least Let me think.
And I put it to you this way: take a character who had zero self-esteem, not very character moments, but every time we've seen it, we've seen like a character that acknowledged their faults and actively tried to get better. That's not a Hugo. every time she's like, I got faults and I'm going to approve them. Every time she approved them. We don't see them. It's like, okay, we know this is your fault.
That's
okay,
the entire Naruto class. That's the entire Konoha 12, by the way. The entirety of Konoha 12 thought the same way. Yo, I have these flaws. I don't want these flaws. Let me get big so I don't have these flaws. That's literally the mantra.
And I want Momo to think that way because Momo knows what her flaws is. We know what her flaws is. I'm saying, why 200 chapters something that we in and then like we can tell you're definitely improving. You're using your quirk better. You're making more creative inventions. You're still intelligent, but when it comes to execute, why are you still like?
Sure.
But then again, that goes into the topic that we still need to develop all of these characters. Deku still isn't fully developed. You know, Todoroki, Bakugo.
Right, but what I'm saying, her development is esteem. How unless her esteem was bottom, like non-existent, which it probably was. Thinking about how she was in her fight with Todoroki, where she couldn't even make a decision for herself. She had no faith in herself at all. She couldn't make a single decision. She's gotten to the point where she's like, all right, well, I can trust my decisions, and now I'm going to act on them. And she's doing that. But now, and she's progressing. Now I'm looking for execution. All right, you got you look like your esteem's getting in check. You're getting more creative. You're applying your inventions correctly. But every time it comes for the follow through, you fuck up.
I mean, there's only a couple.
That's very much like Jericho in Seven Deadly Sins. No matter how she gets better and she still gets shit on, dude. She actively gets better and she still gets wrecked. Think about that.
Jericho tried, bro. I respect her. Jericho tried. She was going against the wrong people though, but every time she tried, bro.
No. That's my point. My point is she gets better. She's like, oh, I could take this guy down. And then gets smacked the fuck up, and then gets better, and still gets smacked. But that's not the point. The point is my girl gets better, dog. Shouts out to Jericho.
Momo does get better. Let me take. So Momo is compared to how she was at the start to what she is now. She's definitely better. Her follow through is just not good though. And like I said, I think it might come down to the lack of aggression in her personality.
And also, there's two main characters. So it's hard to develop all these characters at one time.
But as I said earlier, there's characters who are very much not important. And every time we see them, they seem to just be very capable. I think his name is Ojiro, the kid with the tail quirk and the guy with the eyes. And he's like, when we see them, it's like, okay, you guys aren't amazing, but you're not bad at all. And you're not very important. But every time we see you, we know, oh, well, you're definitely getting better. And this is what I'm saying. But Momo is like, is she getting she suck? What's happening?
It's all. I still see the development happening.
I think that there's just too many characters for them to develop them all in a solid way. So
Momo just has to wait her turn because that's how it is.
And then and you know who has first dibs? You know who's first? Midoriya and Todoroki and Bakugo.
Yeah.
And then now we just got introduced to Class B. I mean, I bet they're gonna start being developed now. That's Horikoshi. How I see it is he has a lot planned for this, a lot. And I just say we just gotta wait for the greatness. Just how we have to wait for the One Piece greatness.
It's like the 76ers. You gotta wait for the process.
Right, but people are willing. I will say
trust the process.
People are willing to wait for the One Piece greatness because I myself, and just like every others, I've been for at least a decade been invested in reading and watching One Piece. So at this point, I don't. All my expectations have been met, and now I'm just along for the ride. My Hero still is impressing me as a series, and it still needs to keep impressing me, or else I'll read something else. That's what I mean. Not everything has a permanent, not everything could be Star Wars to you. Not everything is just okay, I'm going to watch it no matter what.
So wait, say that same thing about what would you say about One Piece? About how it's early greatness?
like I said, it has 10 years, at least for me. This is me personally. I've been in One Piece for like 10 years. I remember being in class, like in high school, on computers, not doing work, reading the latest chapters that came out on Wednesday at the time. You know what I mean? Like so it hits series hit a point when they plateau in your excitement. Like it can no longer do more. All it can do is go up. Like you know what I mean? You're already along for the ride. You're so invested into it. No matter what happens, you're in it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I felt the same. I felt the same way about like Fullmetal Alchemist and Naruto and Hellsing.
Yeah, it hits a certain point where he's like, and you just say, well, yeah, this is one of my favorites. Because even if I don't look at just anime, like for me, some things I love, Avatar, right? They make a new Avatar series, another Earthbend, whatever the fuck. Oh, I'm gonna watch that. It's Avatar. It has that repertoire in me. They make new Star Wars. I'm like, oh yeah, shit, new Star Wars. My hero is not that. My hero is my hero. My hero can still impress and disappoint me. It's only been like 200 chapters, and that's it. Put it to this: I like my hero. I don't love my hero. I'm interested in my hero. I don't love my hero. You know what I mean?
Okay. I mean, like I love it because it's superheroes.
I mean, I love superheroes too, but like this, I put it to you this way: I watch a lot of superhero shows. Some I love, some I don't. Some I just watch. Some I really, really like. I love Arrow. Oh my god, I love it. Like. You know, like I watch The Flash, and I'm like, all right, I'm just watching The Flash right now. But I mean, I'll still look at it. But some things I love, some things just being about superheroes ain't about to just make me love you. I mean, it's gonna take it'll give me enough. It's enough to get me interested in watching you. Most certainly, yeah, definitely. And my hero isn't even bad. There's nothing about my hero that's bad at all. It's not bad in the slightest. It's I just don't love it because I haven't been. It's not a huge time investment. It's been like a year and a half I've been into my hero. You know what I mean?
Okay. But my hero right now, at least, I'm just waiting for the greatness because I haven't been too disappointed so far.
No, I'm not disappointed. But my only thing is that, like, I mean, I don't know about everybody else, but I've read a lot of manga. I've watched a lot of anime. I've seen a lot of things in general. You can't love everything. You really can't. Like, it's impossible. I mean, you're the type of person who could just fall in love with something off rip. No, but there's a lot of things I've read start to finish. Oh, that was good. I really like that. And that's it. That was it. Like, it was like, oh, that was good, and I like that. Oh, shout out to Dustin Reacts for coming through the chat.
Oh, boy, Dustin.
Yo, I still, once again, my favorite anime and manga of all time are very like the ones I love are very few and far in between. But I can tell you, Fullmetal Alchemist, Naruto, and Hellsing, and the Shaman King manga.
Yeah, Shaman King is one of the. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I've read so much stuff. It's hard for me to just be like, I'll be lying to myself. If I say, oh man, I just absolutely love my hero. I was like, no, I really like my hero. I like it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I'm like, I like my hero. Now, there's certain things that I would improve on my hero. Like, for example, I wish the fights were more technical. I wish the fights were more technique-based, as opposed to it being my quirk is stronger than yours. Because a lot of times that's what it turns into, and I hate that.
Well, that's only because of who we see most of the fights for. That's kind of what their quirks are like, Bakugo and Deku. And when it comes to more technical-based quirks, and I get what you're saying, but that's more as opposed to like this person's quirk is literally just this. Either runs really fast.
Those technical battles are going to come with those, like what he said, the technical quirks like Shinso, Uraraka. Like people have to set up like a plan to, like Uraraka had. That was a nice. When she fought Bakugo in the sports festival, that was technical to me.
And that's what I'm saying. Like Uraraka with a technical quirk, because her quirk is technical because she needs to apply it through contact. Bakugo just fucking explodes, so he's like, all right, he's gonna fucking explode.
He's gonna blow you up.
You're not gonna touch me. Yeah, and so she had to come out with a different approach. So the lack of technicality you see in the combat, it really comes down to the characters we see the most of. Like Kirishima gets really hard and punches you. You know what I mean?
You're not gonna get much from that.
Though, if my hero's premise was like martial arts, that wouldn't be an acceptable excuse. But since that's not the premise, you know what I mean? Like if this said this is about being the best fighter, then I want the manga to go into like the art of fighting and what it means to fight and like, you know what I mean, and always improving. But that's not what My Hero was going for, you know. So the whole purpose is becoming heroes. So I'm like, okay, cool. And you don't need to fight to be a hero. I can acknowledge that. I mean, you do need to a little bit. But what I'm saying is, like, you know, you got heroes that are clearly meant to take on the big robots and heroes that are meant to do other things. So, you know, even like in Marvel and DC, it operates that way.
True. Yeah, but I want to get back to the topic where we're talking how the greatness about Momo.
The greatness.
Yeah.
The great potential and the poor execution.
Well, it's all about character development. You can't have that. You need a.
But like I said earlier, when your main factor development is esteem, how long can that be a crutch until I just tell you, like, bro, get over it. Like,
I mean, it's not even that. It's also like combat wise. Like she needs to prove herself combat wise. They're not every character that we've seen in My Hero has become more layered and layered as the show goes on.
Yeah, even Mineta.
Mineta and Kirishima and even Bakugo, the biggest example. And we're going to see that layered side of Momo when she gets her arc. Because, like, there's a lot of characters to unfold. You can't have this many characters and expect it to, like, you know, everything's going to come through within the first 200 chapters. I mean, even Sanji just got that his character unfold. Like, it's been 900, and now we're getting it. You know.
I mean, Whole Cake didn't start at 900, did it?
No, I'm talking about just in general, like how we are now in the Whole Cake, and it's been a long ride before we got Sanji.
Yeah, I feel you. But you gotta understand, though, One Piece and My Hero have very different narrative structures. My Hero is about developing characters. One Piece is about, you know, adventuring. But even still, I get what you're saying. Man, no, that was fun though. No, I appreciate you guys for coming through, man.
Of course.
Florian with the strong Momo defense on Florian.
What's it called? You've been playing the Jump Force?
No, I heard there's a beta, but I'm playing Anthem. So.
Oh yeah, my roommate's playing that right now.
I'll hop on, but Jump Force is about to come out in a week or two anyway. So it is what it is. I'm just trying out this Anthem game. I don't even know what I mean, it's all right. I'll see if it gets any better. But yo, Florian, man, thank you for coming through. David.
Where he at? He is totally in the background somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm on the stream, but I want him to say, well, Florian, you got any final thoughts you want to give?
You know, I say we gotta just wait on this Momo greatness.
That's it?
Yeah, pretty much. We just gotta wait on this Momo greatness. It's like one of those drop the mics, and then when it happens, like I'm gonna be trolly with it.
All right.
I'm gonna be saying she's top 3 in the verse.
Top 3. She could be. She should be. She should be top 3 in her class.
No, I wouldn't say top 3. You can't.
I think she got a better quirk than most of the people in her class.
Not better than Midoriya and Todoroki.
Than most of the people in her class. Well, not better than Midoriya, no. Not better than Todoroki. Well, Todoroki got 2 quirks, so yeah. Yeah. It is what it is. All right, man. Thank you everybody for coming through. I appreciate everybody for staying. It's your boy, Soul Fist. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna stream about next Saturday. Who knows? I'm gonna think about something. I typically just come through with the random topics. But yeah, bro. Thank you everybody. It's your boy Soul Fist. Hell Hydra.